What's up, everybody? This is Vincent Tung, the Wandering Warrior, and as you know, I've been out in Inner Mongolia of China competing in Mongolian wrestling. I've got to tell you, it's been fucking challenging. We wrestle outside on the hard dirt, rain or shine, no time limit, no weight classes. This video is about my growing pains as a wrestler, and we spent 3.5 weeks traveling and competing non-stop in what feels like a blur now. Wrestling is difficult, but you know what's not difficult? Hitting that like, share, and subscribe because you love the stuff that I be putting out. Thank you.
Баруун жүжигчний мөнгө тодогтой зүүн жүжигч үйлцэн цадгалаарай.
Actually, the boy is
За баян өндрийн уутмыг нарийн засрын баруун талд дуудаж байна.
same thing. He did good today.
We leave this Naadam as a massive dust storm can be seen on the horizon, and I reflect on today's loss and what I can improve on. I would be lying if I didn't admit that this was difficult for me, but despite the fatigue and frustration, I do feel a deep sense of joy. I am suffering the growing pains of becoming great. And what is this greatness? This is the greatness of trying to be competitive and dominant in a sport, in a martial, in a fight culture where they have every advantage over me. Yet I am determined to find a way. Lavelle, or American Hangai as he's known out there, and I have been traveling, competing, and staving off travel fatigue while we try to do our best and get our minds right. Here I go against Maganjana and get manhandled once again. Every competition, every loss, I'm taking mental notes on what happened and the common themes, things that I can immediately start working on. It's a humbling process, but it's what must be done to achieve greatness. He's a young kid going to the sports school, and clearly he's just stiffer and more nervous than me. But you know what? It's a reminder that that's how we all start.
나라는 기시지 말았듯이 저그저 다른 사람에게 어스럽게 하고 있어서 이런 분들한테 더 좋아요. 자, 있으면 그냥 시 내려는 거라. 어떻게? 때문에 시작이 어떻게? 시작이 비디오 같은 거 뒤져라도 좀 힘을 다 되게 좋아요. 자, 쇼핑 같은 사람이 살아있다니 어떻게 뒤져라도 서로 힘을 다 되게 좋아. 자, 오늘은 일단 어떤 마트라 그렇다잖아. Симерний Рустани. Самагнатын тосгоо дөрөвөн ярьж танин болоо гэсэн. Шилэнэтийн баяшилнуудын төлөвийн жампны мөрөө амын хүзэнд
Way more confident.
Yes, he believes in it.
He also wears the little satchel on his neck.
Yeah, which was it?
Yeah.
Big man was waiting.
Yeah. That's why I figured what happened.
He was killing it.
ахны бөхчөдөө наар болгондроо ингэж наар тавилгүй. Ингэж барилддаг бол наар надад явагддаг бас аа. За тэгэлээ. За наамын чи маяг намраад одоо.
That was nice.
Бас олон жил барилдсан дуршлаг гэж байгаа юм да. Ингэ залуу өхийг саардны хашиг гэлдэг. За ажиллаа. За цахан хашигтна. Хашигын дагуу юм шиг.
Climb a low mountain, let the power of the great sky and nature wash away the stresses and frustrations. You know, traveling hours every day, competing, oftentimes losing, it wears on you. And so it's good to get under the great sky and let those things seem trivial for a little while as you appreciate nature in its entirety.
Camera om till att stå i bukt. Ja, Amerika hangar. Takne yel khabar to. Badi na kara. Tension nahi milta hai.
I guess it's just the luck of the draw. Both Americans here pulled sixes, so I ended up going against my brother, American Hangai. And although I lost, we later discussed it and I identified a few things that I needed to work on. So that was quite helpful.
Silahtin tavlağı Şalıqı hangartta verdi. Ana kamera sargırda yer qarayıp çoğa. Ha, tanayır verdi. Ta haysna paytircha şivağan atsa taraz tapane anarta diya.
Both of these guys are pretty good. Honestly, I thought Hangar was going to win, but Sananchuk ended up beating him, so it is what it is.
That's never said there's a Shamandavare.
This year was an important moment for American Hangai. He has been trying to beat Sananchuk for a while now. I've gone against him a few times in this past week, and he had to get his mind right, he had to get his grips right, and he had to flow with it, and finally he was able to do it. Good stuff. And here we are on my last day in Inner Mongolia for this summer, and I had to make some adjustments. I really just had to fucking do it. I decided to loosen up and try to just float, hang, and just counter instead of trying to set up an attack. And it paid off, although it was very, very close. Initially, my opponent actually underestimated me, and I ended up blocking and getting my grips and being able to defend myself quite well. But he ended up tricking me with a certain movement pattern, and bam, down I go.
Okay, so Vinny's trip, his time in Inner Mongolia for now is coming to an end.
That's right.
He's been here for 3 weeks?
3.5.
3.5 weeks, so almost a month. Going to Naadams. How many have we gone to? A lot. I don't even remember.
It's more than 10. It kind of got blurred in the middle.
Yeah, we've gone to a lot of Naadams. There was even one day we went to 2.
Yes.
So yeah, we've been fucking doing stuff. It was a rough road for the first couple weeks, and then this week it started to get a bit better, you know. And Vinny has won 3 matches now, which is really good. You guys don't understand, it's really hard here. So especially he's new to this. So he's won 3 matches. I took a 4th place and a 2nd place. Yeah, it's been fucking good. Vinny, how you feeling?
Feel good, man. I mean, we talked about this. Anytime you're trying to progress in a sport, especially one that is so difficult, in an art that is so technical and deep, I mean, there's going to be growing pains. You know I'm going through it. There's a lot of stuff that I'm working on, a lot of stuff that will be revealed the better I get, but I feel good because it's progress. I mean, you remember me last year where I could barely get a grip on people and was just getting swept left and right.
Yeah.
And this year there were some bad matches, but there was also some good matches. We saw me start to really fight through the wrestling and start trying to impose my game. Did it always work in my favor? Most of the time, no. But I think that's the beauty of such a deep style. There's so much to this art. And even now, I realize how much more I need to work on. But I'm also humbled by the fact that I also can tell there's a lot that I don't know.
Yeah.
When you're finally at a stage where you're like, oh, there's a lot I don't know, right? At first, you're just like, oh, I got to learn this because it's the only thing you see in front of you.
Yes.
Afterwards, you're like, there was something going on. I only know that I don't know.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's an interesting stage, and I think
that's exactly how it is.
Every Naadams season is gonna reveal more the more I chip away at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, people come or people see this online and they're like, oh, I can come there and do something. And then people that do come, the few that have come, they can't do anything, and they still don't quite understand because they're just like, oh, I just don't know. But no, it's just layers. There's layers and levels, and it goes deep, right? Yep. And so the more you come, the more you actually realize how much you don't know of this, right? You're like, damn, I don't know quite anything. But it also shows you, the more you come, how you're slowly gaining some of that like experience and understanding of it. Yes. So like you understand more, but you also understand how much more you don't know.
Yeah, when you it's like you see an object in a dark room, right? When you first started this stuff, you just barely make it out, and you're like, oh yeah, I know what that is.
Yes.
But then like now, just a tiny bit more light is shining on it, and not only can I make out certain details, I can also make out that there's dark sides to this thing that I just haven't even touched yet.
Yes.
Or that, you know, certain strategies or certain movements that I don't understand all the layers to it. Yeah. I know it worked.
Yeah.
And I know how it ended.
Yeah.
But you know, wrestling is not about the throw at the end, and that's what a lot of people get confused about. Like, oh, I can pull that off. Oh, that's a Mongolian Uchimata. That's a whatever. That's not even the point. It's everything leading up to the throw.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Or the one that finally succeeded.
Yes.
Right? And I feel like I'm way deeper into it than I was even last year this time, and I'm only scratching the surface. So yeah. I'm really excited to see where this ends up next year, year after, 5 years later. You know, this is it's a deep journey, but it's a deep journey. It's gritty, it's painful, but I also love it.
Yeah, that's what's up. Well, I'm excited. I was happy to have you here. We'll be going obviously to America. See you there. Then you'll come back here in the fall. So it's gonna be guys. There's a lot we'll be doing. We're going to the airport now. He got his new top on. You see his Mongolian top. He just got this made, finished today. So, yeah, he's feeling nice. So, my wife driving. Hello.
Hello.
So anyway, guys, just updating you. I haven't posted a lot about what's been going on with me and him. We've been honestly like nonstop traveling, tired, trying to get our brains right, because as you compete so much, you kind of just get foggy and weird, and you don't necessarily want to communicate with everyone. For me, at least.
Yeah, it's trying to get our spirits right, trying to get our minds right, trying to be the tippity top of our competitive capability, while also discussing what's going on, discussing culture, discussing what's going on in this land, talking about what we want to be able to offer you guys in the future as we progress, as we bring our coach out, things like that, right? Strategy, business, it's just a lot that's on our shoulders, and it's a challenging journey, but you know, I mean, that's what it means to be at the tip of the spearhead, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So, with this being said, we're about to be at this airport. Any last words?
Take me and Lavelle, or American Hanga, as examples. There's a lot of things that you can see yourself doing that you don't let yourself do. Just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. Draw the line in the sand. You say, oh, July 10th, I gotta make that jump. You just fucking make that jump. It's as simple as that. It really is. When it comes down to the very action you need to take to make your life better, it's just jumping when it's time to jump. So, just fucking do it.
Just fucking do it. Alright, guys.
Y'all already know my plane flight home. I was strategizing. I was thinking of ways to improve, things I need to do next, setting new goals, and it is what it is. The wandering continues. So, thank you for joining me on my journey. I salute yours. Peace.